How is connection, Ricky? Secondly, there are tourists who figured out that this is not a bad way to travel and do sightseeing in New York. Where's the Ricky? I was thinking about you during that street. In a bad way though. I must admit, as you might have heard. And then the industrial area of Queens. That is actually not Brooklyn yet, that is Queens. Expensive as hell. Yes, it is. But so is Williamsburg, and so is this part of Queens, which is unreasonably expensive, but I guess soon it will be much better than currently with the industrial areas, most of it. So we will meet in before sunset, because it's when it's one of the most beautiful.
Green point.
So that's called green point. Come closer to water. Some people are leaving. As you can see, there are some new buildings here. There are people kayaking in East River, which is all from Colorado Energy. Good to see you again. You know, enough. Some people have left, and this is perfect. We don't need more space. I am big, but not to that extent where I need the whole boat to myself. Unbeatable view to Manhattan skyline. Times 2. I like that. RJ. Do people really call you RJ? That's where the captain is. That's where I am. Guess we're waiting for boat to depart. Who is more bright, the sun or me? That's cute, look at that. Look at that, just look. Come on, we need to go. What I don't like here is the long stops. But rather than this, for that price, that's another one that goes express, but it goes to Lower Manhattan. And we're going to Brooklyn. obviously connects two boroughs, obvious boroughs, and the next bridge after Manhattan Bridge is the bridge which you guys all know. Hello again, Dave. Nice boat trip, yes, for just $2.75. And weather for this is perfect. It's not hot, the sun is setting, so it's... what could be better? Little breeze. Smells like the ocean, so it's the best that can be. A boat full of Jewish guys, probably celebrating something. Stopping. We're also approaching, I know there is wind, but I hope you can hear me. There is that boat that is swimming towards us. That is the boat that sails around New York. You pay almost like $20 for that boat, if not more. And you do sightseeing. You cannot get off this boat, unlike, for example, a double-decker bus. But you can see main sights from the east and from the Hudson River. But it also passes Statue of Liberty, but you cannot get off on the island where the Statue of Liberty is located. So I would not recommend that boat. If you do want to see New York same way as from that boat, but for much cheaper, take New York City Ferry. Makes much more sense. Nice glass of wine. Yeah. Our boat looks exactly like this one, and each of these boats has its own name, which is written at the front, or in the front, and behind. So this one is called River Sprinter. I don't know what the name of our boat is. We can check when we get off the boat. And we're getting off in the area called Dumbo. The bridge I'm pointing at right now is Williamsburg Bridge. It's named after the name of this neighborhood, Williamsburg, in Brooklyn. And I think ours is the next stop, maybe the one after that, so maybe one more stop between ours and this one. And for some people it's the main means of transportation. So the only way for them to get, well, there is subway here, but it's pretty far. So the closest and fastest way for them to get to the city, by the city people here mean Manhattan, is by this ferry. And so that ferries do not hit each other. There are these stoppers or separators. They are backing up pretty fast, right? Okay. So people are boarding now. There is a person who is checking tickets at the entrance. For the first time I bought tickets with my app, 10 tickets with my app. So how you do it, you activate it before boarding the boat, the ferry, and it's active for 2 hours. So for example, if I only walk for 1 hour where I'm going, and then I'm within the time frame when the ticket has not yet expired, I can use the exact same ticket to go back, or I can make a transfer. And for example, if I want to go to Queens Far Rockaway, where there is a nice beach with waves where you can swim, so there is the ocean there, the Atlantic Ocean, then I can use that ticket to get there. Crazy. I lived here all my life and I've never done this trip in New York. Well, Rick, it's never too late. It's never too late. And you're quite lucky, Rick, I should say, because if you have not yet done so, you have so many things to explore in New York. More people are getting on the boat. Yeah, there are also bathrooms that you can actually buy alcohol. Speaking of Rick, you can buy alcohol downstairs, so it's a perfect boat. that bridge, Williamsburg Bridge, that's the bridge where people can cross by foot, where people, well, there are cars, and also it's a metro bridge, so subway trains also go there. Yeah, so next one is, I think, Williamsburg, and then it's us. Riggs, you made your final decision when I said that you can buy alcohol on board the ferry. Other boats know that this one is about to back up, or other means of transportation such as kayaks and stuff, but they try to stay away from here. Nice buildings here. I bet the view to Manhattan is amazing from these houses, from apartments in this house. The place which we will be approaching now, Domino, so the main sugar factory for America, used to be in this building. Now it's an abandoned building, there is nothing in it, and the building of this company now is in New Orleans, which is in Louisiana. Nice sunset, yes, Kevin. Sunset is always pretty and always different. Sunset with beautiful Manhattan skyline. This is a level of approximately 14th Street in Manhattan. When Sandy, the hurricane, happened around this time of the year, well, a little later, it was in fall, in 2012, so almost 11 years ago, this area suffered the most. That's why the road along the river over there has been under construction. Roberta, you made it to this stream. I'm so happy. Hi. As I was saying in the stream earlier today, sorry. So great to see old faces. We are live streaming from the ferry, from NYC Ferry, and we're going from Manhattan to Dumbo. We're going from 34th Street in Manhattan to Dumbo, Brooklyn. So that's the Williamsburg Bridge. Very picturesque with the sunset. That's Manhattan skyline. Amazing weather, just perfect weather. Not hot, not cold, warm and comfortable. Nice breeze, the sun is shining, it's not raining. Perfect. Yes, that's NYC Ferry boat. And as you can hear, that's train, subway. I bet you can see Empire State Building from here. Here you can also see Statue of Liberty. Do you see behind the Brooklyn Bridge there is the small Statue of Liberty, and lower part of Manhattan called downtown. You cannot really walk from Dumbo to this area because it's completely industrial, and it will take you about 2 hours to get here if you try to walk. So all the ferries, New York City ferries, park here, or park here. There's also it's just so industrial. You wouldn't see it from looking at the buildings which are the closest to water, but if you try to walk, you understand that it's not the most pleasant area. How much is the cost? The cost, if you buy 10 tickets, which are valid for 90 days, is $2.75. If you buy one single ticket, it's $4. So you can actually see by this boat that is kind of industrial, and this area, how this whole area look. So this is the last stop before ours. We are almost there, so stay with me just a little longer and then I'll show you Dumbo at sunset. No, it's not free, but it's almost free. It's only $2.75 if you buy 10 tickets. It actually goes even to the Bronx, but they told me that it's not the best area in the Bronx, but maybe it's convenient for you. And several people can use, so it's 10 tickets, that's not for just one person. It can be used by different people. The area I'm pointing at right now, so we are in Brooklyn already. The first two stops were in Queens. This is Brooklyn. And the tall buildings which you see straight ahead, you might think that this is Manhattan, but it's not Manhattan. It's downtown Brooklyn. And that does look like the tallest building in Brooklyn. You are right, Kevin. But it doesn't look open yet. It looks like it's still under construction. Short stop here. So Williamsburg, there are a lot of Jewish who wear traditional Jewish clothes, like, how do you say this, Orthodox Jews who live here. So Williamsburg is like, they're actually walking right there. Has a lot of people like that, and this whole area here which I'm pointing at. If you will be re-watching this, watching this video in replay, I would like to thank you once again for your contribution to me and to my channel in the previous stream. It's always very pleasant to me. It was very loud when you did this and when I tried to thank you, so I'm not sure if you got the message, but each time you do that, I'm very, very, very grateful. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone who sends super cards or any other donations to put a smile on my face and to help me with developing my channel and to make you in return happy with what you see here. You guys are the best. It's the tallest. Used to work downtown Brooklyn before COVID. Well, look, this does look like the tallest one, like the black tall building straight ahead. I think Kevin is right. Well, at least from what I see.
Oh, good to know. I only have 4 left. And we'll use 2 when we go.
Hi, is Anton here? No, Anton is not here. Anton was in the previous stream. I had another stream earlier today. Okay, so now guys, we are ready to go to the last stop where we will be getting off that area of Brooklyn called Dumbo. Are you ready? I definitely am. Anton is sleeping. It's nighttime in Russia. I love sunset. I love sunrise. I love the sun. I love the blue sky. I love the clouds. I love water. I like such beautiful music. There are many buildings that are covering a lot of sites in New York now, but from some places you can still see them. Depends on the angle you choose and the place you choose. Interesting buildings here too. Was Brooklyn Bridge yesterday. Nice. Oh, windy. I think that there are a lot of nice places for pizza different than this one, but maybe we'll go there, Rick. How do you like that amazing view? So if you guys live in New York, or if you guys ever visit New York, I definitely recommend that you take NYC Ferry. Wait, we're not stopping again, are we? I definitely recommend that you take this ferry ride. It's so worth it. Even if it's just even if you pay $4, it's worth it. Your first time in Brooklyn Bridge? No way, Roberto. Too crowded. Well, it depends on the time of the day you go. In the morning, it's almost empty. Is it? That's the sightseeing boat, which I told you not to take because it's times more expensive than the one we're taking, and I don't know what's more interesting, to be honest. Yeah, we're not making any more stops. Going directly to where we need. Guys, 1 to 10. How do you like this view? Oh yeah. And that's where we're getting off. After that, this boat goes to Wall Street, which is on the opposite side. But we are not going there. We're getting off. Lovely view. Lovely. Just lovely. Don't you think? I do. Well, not to miss our stop, let's head down. One moment. Many people are getting off here, so are we. Yeah, I gotta do this 100%.
Dumbo and entrance final travel here on Wall Street.
I'm scared the ferry boat because I don't know how to. You don't know how to swim. I'll save you, Roberto. Don't be afraid. And they have life jackets here, by the way. And trust me, this is New York City. You would not be able to drown here even if you wanted to. No one would allow you that. And they have this. Thank you. Need to grow my dreadlocks back so I can they can dwindle. I see. That's where they sell alcohol, and not just alcohol. And you can, yes, take a seat even inside, and it has AC here. Amazing view. All right, and let's get familiar a little bit with the Dumbo area. That's a lighthouse, which is now used, I think, as an ice cream shop. So it's not really used as a lighthouse anymore, but it was an active lighthouse before. Dumbo stands for down under the Manhattan Bridge. Interesting, that I didn't know. Thank you very much, Kevin. I think every day, during every stream, either I learn something new or I hope people learn something new from my streams. All right. Okay, so let's start with the right side and then we'll go to the left one. People are waiting to board the ferry and this is the view. Amazing view. I will show you Statue of Liberty from it's not exactly boardwalk, but it's like an area along water where you can walk, where two rivers meet, the East River, on which we were swimming just now, and the Hudson River, and they fall into the ocean. That's why when people ask me if water in these rivers is salty, yes it is. Not because I tasted it, but because of the proximity to the ocean. Your streaming getting better every time. That's so sweet of you. You can get water here. It's absolutely free. Let's go. 1 second. Let me. I think I missed one message. Oh no, I didn't miss. It was the. Oh God, sorry. The great information from Kevin. What Dumbo stands for, and this is exactly what I meant. So there is a beautiful building of One World Trade Center. Or World Trade Center, One Freedom Tower, I think it's like Freedom Tower. What is it like? It's one, whatever. So this Freedom Tower, World Trade Center, beautiful building, especially when there are clouds in the sky with the blue sky. But right now, it's covered by some buildings. So there are a lot of obstacles covering nice places in New York. There is a drone flying. I'm surprised because it's not allowed in New York. Right, we'll walk here a little bit and then we'll go back and get closer to what I think is already the ocean. Wow, this view. So pretty, it's so beautiful. Wow, the promenade and the ducks and the geese. The promenade. Would you call it promenade? Probably. Probably. French word to describe American place. Nice. Anton is here. I was just telling Roberto that you are sleeping, which I was hoping for. Connection might drop here. Don't be scared, guys. I will make sure that it resumes. Josh, вы тут? Jim Bond, are you here? How do you like that view, guys? That's what they call it. Okay. Promenade it is. Natalia gave us an amazing live stream today. Thank you so much for the kind words. When you get a chance, you can even watch an earlier stream from today. Look how fast this IKEA, or like sometimes, well, I'm not sure if it's IKEA cap or if it's just I think it's IKEA. So IKEA has free ferries which go so fast to, well, the helicopter is so low, it's NYPD, maybe it will be landing here. That's a free IKEA ferry. You gotta break out your super camera for this view. Like that, Rick? Your wish is my command. That's the first time I took this camera in a while. Beautiful view, beautiful sky. Yeah, indeed. It really is. Can you see the Statue of Liberty? Let me actually zoom in so that you can see it better. That's the Statue of Liberty. And that's a ferry that brought us here. It was called Lunchbox. That's funny. Pleasant area of the city. Yes, and as I thought, this ferry is now going straight to Wall Street. Sometimes ferries go direct there, or just take they have only one stop. Sometimes ferries make several stops, just like the one on which we were. And again, the beautiful view. And on the way back, we will take a different route, so not maybe along water, because we can see different part of it, which is the same lunchbox. We were just on the lunchbox. What a view! What a view! Sergey is sleeping. He definitely is sleeping. Which all people in Moscow or in Russia should now, right, Anton? In summer, as Kevin wrote to us today, you can rent a free kayak. So you get on a free kayak in different parts of East River and more so Hudson River. Well, this is exactly the place where two rivers meet and fall into the ocean. Roberta, Sergey is busy with important businesses. Yes, such as sleep. You know. How nice is that? Love that view. I love this view. There are different playgrounds for adults and kids over there. Free as well. From Russia, but I will, because I will be in Russia next week already. All right, so we shall go back now. We will go back along the river, because the view, first of all, it never gets boring. Second, Rick asked me. And third, you will see Brooklyn Bridge as we walk back. Brooklyn Bridge. All right, let's go back and then to the other part of, so we'll go under the bridge and to the other part of it. People are enjoying the grass, green grass. Amazing. Alberto, we are looking at daily broadcasts when no one sleeps in Russia. Anton, you want to have a conversation with me about it? Let me just take a picture of this yacht. One moment. Okay, beautiful view, don't you think? There is a neighborhood north of Dumbo called Vinegar Hill. Well, first of all, where is north? Oh, so is that the industrial area which I was speaking about? I didn't know that there is a neighborhood with such a name. Why is it called like that, Kevin? That was exactly that emoji, Anton. I like the area of Dumbo where I think it's Washington Street, but not the place which people take pictures of all the time, which is Manhattan Bridge and the cobblestone road. But rather, I don't know if they changed it now because there was some construction going on. But there was a cobblestone road with a view to Brooklyn Bridge. From there, if I see it now, I'll show it to you. Kevin is right. Kevin is always right. Kevin is very knowledgeable. Kevin, you should visit more places in New York. Do you stream, Kevin? Because I think that you guys who are in New York, you don't really go out that too often. Do you? Taking a small break. Enjoy the walk. Some areas of Vinegar Hill you don't want to go to, really? What's there? No, I don't stream, but why not? Why not? You should. Look at the clouds. Wow. Actually, this stream is... I wouldn't have that stream, but for one person, Jim Bond. If you will be watching it, that one is especially for you. Where is this water coming from? Yeah, so weird. And it's convenient that in New York there are so many places to sit. Because again, when I was in Europe, people were sitting, you know, there are like porches, entrances to different stores or shops, or restaurants, because there are not really many seating places. Yeah, like now that I'm thinking about it, no benches, no places for people to sit. That's why people were pretty much sitting outside in the street just like that. And in New York in that sense is much, much better. Call Jim Bond. If he's not sleeping, please. Sometimes I'm knowledgeable about my own city and history because I'm a history buff. You are. That's nice. But that's maybe not as much history as, well, I'm not sure if it's the right word, erudition. So when you are knowledgeable, it's, I'll say not history, but like knowing about about some place, some things, which is not just history. That's Brooklyn Bridge. I think the most popular place, the most famous place in New York is Times Square and Brooklyn Bridge. The most famous bridge is definitely Brooklyn Bridge. What else? Like when you think about New York, what are the first 3 things that you think about? Like if you were told to describe 3 places that describe New York, what would they be? Hey. Hey.
Starting with the valid one. Starting with the valid one. NJIT.
That signal means when the boat moves backwards, they are warning other boats about it so that there is no crash.
But it's, for me,
Okay, so that's where we started, and now we will go to the other side. So we will go under the bridge and to the other side, which is called Dumbo. This yet was not Dumbo. This is the God, tell me that word. Lighthouse, which is no longer in service, so it doesn't have a function of a lighthouse anymore. That's funny how they sit. These 2 young guys. I'm here, Jim Bond, especially for you. I'm here especially for you. Until the last moment, I didn't want to come here today, but I'm like, promises made, I must keep. But I will also take, when it gets darker, pictures. But sometimes a square is not so safe place, Natalia. Which, Times Square? Yeah, I was there today. Definitely not. Not sometimes, it's always not safe, I think. Roberto. Statue of Liberty, Central Park, Brooklyn Bridge. Statue of Liberty, Central Park, Brooklyn Bridge. Nice. Who else? 3 words, 3 places to describe New York. Anton, thank you for your answer. Kevin, what are your 3 places? Rick, same question to you. Roberto, same. I love the sky. They opened this area under the bridge just recently, which was this year, earlier this year. There is a train, you can hear the train on Manhattan Bridge, which I am pointing at. There are no trains running on Brooklyn Bridge. And this sky. These 3 places I associate New York with. I understood. Thank you for your answer again. Never safe, Roberto. Exactly. Rick, so which 3 places do you associate New York with? Share with us. So this area is already Dumbo. I would say the area after the bridge, right, is called Dumbo. There are many rules in New York, but no one really pays attention to them. One of the rules is bikes cannot go where we are now. There was a bike that you just saw pass. Dogs cannot be walked on this lawn, but no one cares. Can't you say hi?
Yeah, she might be a little bit scared, but she'll say hi.
Thank you. All right, that was a commercial. Now we continue. All right. Madison Square, really? Square Garden, Central Park, Brooklyn Bridge. Madison Square Garden, why? What's there? There are too many troublemakers in Times Square. Mostly them, including people who smoke weed, right, Rick? Wow, that view. Unfortunately, camera does not show the same colors as camera of the iPhone. Oh, someone is proposing here. So romantic. It says, marry me. I would. Who is proposing? Who is the groom? Wait, let me take a picture of that. Do people ever say no to proposals? Nope, she's not scared. Rockefeller Center more safe. Well, Rockefeller Center has nothing to do with, like, you cannot even compare Rockefeller Center to Times Square. Times Square is a shithole. Oh my god, don't tell me that this is art. Oh yeah, that's American art, which is impossible to understand. Nice views. Very beautiful views. Is that marriage? Because I think that they, I know that they celebrate Sweet 16, so when they turn 16, but they look the exactly same age when they get married. So I always get confused whether they are getting married or celebrating the 16th birthday. Such beautiful view with the clouds. Madison Square got also different other sports teams. Bayside, birthplace of Charlie Chaplin and Rudolph Valentino. Is it really? There's construction here now. The beautiful view will be partially closed. But okay. Oh gosh. Alright. Wow. Look at the sky. Look at the view. Jim Bond, you like? Okay, let's continue. I'm afraid that the view will be covered by this construction, but let's see what we shall see. Have a good walk. Nice. And it smells like ocean here, and I like how the water is reflecting the color of the sunset. Wait, let me see what I missed. Does it mean yes? Jim Bond. Beautiful view. I just want to take a photo. Clouds illuminated by the sun against the background of the bridge. More precisely the opposite. Yes. I might come here back tomorrow just for the pictures. I don't know if I will, because for it to be, what time is it now? Like 8 something, 7 something? It's supposed to be, the sun is supposed to be setting at 8:10, I think. So it gets dark completely at 9, so I don't think I'll stay as late as 9 today, but maybe tomorrow, or maybe not. I'll see. We can go up there Or we can first go there and then come back and walk up to where I pointed now. Let's just do that. I'll show you my favorite area of this Dumbo place. And if it's still there, well, if it's still there. If not, that's the sound from the train. And if it's not there anymore, in that case, I will show you the place which is probably the most Instagrammable from Dumbo, where people take lots and lots of pictures. Thank you, Anton. Okay, welcome to New York, I guess. And then I will make Jim Bond happy, especially if I stay here when it gets dark. We're almost there. So Washington Street is the place that is on the most pictures from Dumbo. That's where buildings squeeze in Manhattan Bridge. You'll see it in a few minutes. What a sweetie! What a sweetie! This baby are you? I love how people take care of their dogs, but I want to cry each time I see something like that. So as you see, there are rails here. It's not for no reason. There used to be a railroad here, which is like a tram. They're trying to former mayor tried to restore it, but I don't think that this project went any farther than just words. So that's you can also see rails over there, and there used to be, well, there is still part that is here now. It's mean. Oh, that means. It's mean это гадко. То есть это плохое слово mean. А вы имеете в виду that means. Or it means. Nightbot. Ay. It forgot to switch time. Good picture of ESB from Brooklyn. From which area? You mean probably more like better from Queens than Brooklyn, no? Or you mean from Washington Street, Kevin? Natalia, you have a beautiful dog. Thank you, Robert. It's not my dog. My dog is sleeping at home. Okay, let's go. So you see rails here too. Did you know that there is a tram in New Jersey close to Manhattan? But there is no tram in Manhattan itself. Okay, so I will show you now my favorite view, unless there are some obstacles and obstructions, now that they have changed this area a little. And then we will turn to this Washington Street, and then we will go to the top of the building, which I showed. Your English is good. All right, so that's one of my favorite views when you sit like that. Well, it's not very nice now, but like during when the car is moving, it is pretty cool though. Right? Okay, now I will show you the most Instagrammable view of this area. I like the eyes of this dog, but she's so fidgety, she's so naughty, she's so hectic, she's so too much. Once a year there is an event. You have to pay to get to this event, or you have to win tickets, where people are standing on top of buildings to the right and to the left, which we are passing now, and they drop elephant Dumbo with like parachute from these buildings. It's pretty cool. It's like a charity event now. No, I'm not going to J Street. Why? You guys really know this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, before I show you. It's cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's real. Ah. So before I show you that view, I want to show you a very, very big snake. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you see that? I haven't seen your chihuahua in a while. She's resting. So that's the view. That's the view people love so much. And only a lazy person does not have a picture of this view on Instagram. Who has ever been to New York, and especially. Can it be any more louder than that, please? And I see that they made the street now, oh god, only for pedestrians. This is a recent thing. It used to be, cars used to go on this street, which I think makes much more sense now. So this is the view. And why people like it also is because you can see Empire State Building squeezed in the foundation of the bridge. You see it? But this snake is so big. Oh god. Oh god. All this time this view was popular, yes. This is the most picturesque place of the whole Brooklyn, I would even say. Well, now let's go to the top and show the view to Manhattan skyline, to Jim Bond. He asked me. It's almost his birthday, so. Right, Jim? No, I'm not going to faint, but it's huge. I'm not afraid of any mice, rats, cockroaches, snakes. I don't know what I'm really afraid of. I'm reckless in that sense. Okay. So now, let's pass along water and get to Timeout. Entry, wait 1 second. It's very loud. Jim Bond, не портите мне легенду. So we will go to the entrance of Timeout restaurant, which is also here, and we will go to the top to see the view of Manhattan on Jim Bond's birthday from the top. Happy birthday, Jim Bond. Best view part of the bridge. Yes, Roberto, I will show you one place. Well, I'm not sure if you already saw in one of the other streams of mine. If not, I will show it to you now. So where you can, when you take the ferry to Dumbo, where you can see view to this from the top. Unfortunately, there is construction there now, but what can we do? Okay, let's go to the top. Jim Bond, how do you like that view? Все относительно, я полностью согласна. Everything is relative. So it is almost your birthday. Yes, Kevin says happy birthday, Jim Bond. Your birthday is when you feel reborn. Do you know that Jim Bond walks at least 10 kilometers, which is like 7 miles, 6 something miles per day now? A person who has not even walked out of his apartment before. Impressive, huh? Almost as much as me. So he's definitely newly reborn. Again, rails. And this is the building to the top of which we will go now with you. Jim Bond, do you like the view? Oh, come on. It's good when birthday can be celebrated year-round, right? Не надо меня кусать. Меня другие кусают, вон, четырехлапые. There is merry-go-round here, which is now, I think, closed. Maybe not. Maybe there are just no customers there. That's the place where helicopters fly low. Alright, I think that's where we can get to the top. That's called Timeout Market. Just like Timeout magazine, this is Timeout Market. And we are going up the stairs. This is Timeout Market. I think there is part of it upstairs too, but I might be wrong about that. Alright. Sure, let's go backwards. Sorry. Year round, every day, year round. Come on, guys. Hey, wait. I think there are also elevators that go there, but we're not looking for easy ways, right? Almost there. Мост лишний. Какой с ним? Бруклинский. Сейчас пойду уберу. Oh, come on. Okay, that's the first view. Roberto, remember where you need to return to. So that's Manhattan Bridge. That's Brooklyn Bridge, and we're going a little higher to see a better view of it. Yes, there are elevators here, at least one. It's actually not as good as I thought now because it's closed by the trees. But here we go. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's both streams. Thank you again, guys, for being with me. I will see you when I see you. Maybe from Moscow, maybe before, maybe after. But thank you for being the best here on my channel. See you. Bye bye.